guys, welcome to my video. My name is Lauren, and if this is your first time on my channel, hello. If this is not your first time, you may already know that my last video I had revealed that I got a nose job. This video I had said was going to be the cast reveal, or when they took off the cast. I'm going to make this more of a 1 month update slash cast reveal, something like that, because I took some video of the day I got my cast off and that appointment, but I did not actually have video of them taking the cast off. So the nurse was going to remove my cast, and I asked her ahead of time if she was comfortable being in a video. She said that she felt a little bit uncomfortable, and I respect that. Not everybody is comfortable in front. Tongue-tied. Not everybody is comfortable in front of a camera. I'm super awkward in front of a camera still. I did not take actual footage of the cast being taken off, but here's what happened. She had these little tweezers, and little by little she worked this cast off of me until it popped off the center. Not painful at all. I felt a little bit of pressure, was not painful. Up each nostril I had some pretty big splints. I was actually really surprised at how big these splints were. The nurse went up this nostril and she pulled the splint out. I was really nervous for it, but it didn't hurt. This nostril though, oh my gosh, I guess I had some crustiness and some blockage, aka boogers. I know it's gross, but it's just what it is. Stuff formed and hardened around the splint, and oh my goodness, it hurt so bad. She tried to pull the splint out and I just started screaming. Normally I feel like I have a really good, really high pain tolerance, but this was next level. It was so bad. The splint was kind of stuck on my nostril wall because of this crustiness that had formed around it, and it felt like my nose was gonna get re-broken. I don't think it was the nurse's fault or anybody's fault. It was just the way my blockage had formed around it. It hurt so bad to pull it out. I yelled a little bit. Yes, I cried a little bit, but we got that splint out. And then the doctor came in, and I do have some footage of that, and I'll go ahead and slide it in. If you're watching this for advice or to kind of see what's gonna happen because you just got your nose done, my biggest advice to you, save your last pain pill before your cast removal appointment, because you're gonna want to kind of numb the pain if there is any. Some people may not have any. I did. I personally am really, really glad I saved my last pain pill before this appointment.
You look beautiful.
I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Hey. So at this point, I had not looked at my nose yet. The nurse had offered a mirror, and I didn't want to look at it yet because I was still trying to get over the pain of it. Here's another side note. The doctor himself, Dr. Russo, was out. I think he was on a vacation or on a trip or something while the business was under construction. Their office is actually really, really nice, but this particular day they had people redoing the floors and building extra rooms or something like that. So another doctor in the office, Dr. Austin Adams, came in, and he was the one doing my checkup. Hey.
Hey, you doing okay?
Yes, it was just really caught on this nostril.
I know.
Painful on that one.
Yeah, no, I know. It can be not so.
Don't be too hard on me for being so emotional. It was just a really emotional experience. I had built this up and built it up in my mind. I had been looking forward to this day. It was just like a whirlwind of emotions. I was nervous and anxious, but excited, and I had pain at that point, and so.
No, that's the hard part, and it's over.
I've been, I think, pretty nervous with anticipation all morning.
Sure, yeah. But you did it,
Yes.
all right? So now you just get to relax. You know, right now it's nice to see the nose because you can kind of get a glimpse of what to expect, but you're still really swollen, okay?
And when he said I was really swollen, he meant it. Because my nose has such thick skin, it retained so much more of the swelling.
You know, the good thing is that when Dr. Russo was done, I mean, really pretty, that super tip break that you really liked, you know, is all, you know, so we just have to get some of that swelling, you know, to come down. As much kind of healing and progress was done this week, the next week's going to be even more, so it's going to be nice.
The biggest thing I wanted to change about my nose was the profile of my nose, where the bridge was, and also I wanted my tip to be a lot lower. Not lower, higher. I wanted the tip to be a lot higher because my tip before It was already droopy and I felt like it just kind of looked like a Squidward nose. And then when I would smile, it would droop more. It would kind of dip down. They gave me a super tip break that the more the swelling goes down, the more definition will show. And my tip is raised. So it used to be like a lot further down.
And then like we talked about, you know, the final product from 2 weeks out to about 2 to 3 months out, you know, you'll lose about 85% of the swelling. And then by about 3 months out is when you sort of only have about 10% left.
Another thing that a lot of people don't realize, and I didn't initially realize this either, the nose takes so long to heal and so long for the swelling to go down. I will see most of the swelling go away this first 3 months. I may not see my true tip, my true shape of my nose until a year from now, or 11 months since it's already been 1 month.
That last 10% lingers differently for people. So some people, they get rid of it pretty quickly. Other people, you'll take pictures like each month and you'll notice that little by little, for a whole year even, things kind of refine a little bit.
He said the swelling lingers differently for people, and that is so true. So because the surgeon who actually did my surgery was not in the office, they had me come back about 2 weeks later for it, or maybe it was a week and a half later. So I came back a week and a half later for a checkup with Dr. Russo. And he has said that I have very, very thick skin. So people have different levels of thickness to their skin. I have very thick skin on my nose. So Dr. Russo said that my nose had been holding a lot of swelling, which I think I have a slide from that too. So here's a video of how my nose was right before the doctor gave me the shots in my nose. From the front, you can really see how wide and swollen it was, and from the side, you can see where that definition starts right here, and then below it, this bumps started forming, and it really had a lot of swelling there. And of course my tip, which is all around round and swollen. And it was causing me so much extra pain and discomfort, that where I was supposed to be a lot more active than I was, and I wasn't able to be because I had so much pain still, because I had so much swelling, you know, it all goes hand in hand. So he actually ended up giving me 3 shots in my nose, which I thought I was gonna die because at this point I hadn't even been touching my nose or washing my face, and it was that tender, like I couldn't even touch my nose at this point. He grabbed it and put 3 shots. As soon as the next day I was able to see a lot of the swelling start to go away, and it's only been better since.
Have a look if you're ready.
I'm so nervous.
It's okay. Just so you can see, yeah, we really took down sort of the dorsum, made that nice and straight, and you can see, yeah, you look beautiful. Yeah, and you can see that, you know, you kind of have this indention sort of here, and that's from where the splint was, so you can just see how swollen everything still sort of is. But all that swelling is going to come down, and the tip's going to become a little more refined, and but especially from a profile, you can see that nice sort of beginnings of that super tip break that you really wanted, you know? And it's going to fit your face really nicely, which I think you'll really enjoy. So. No, you're so welcome.
I'm sorry, I'm such a wreck today.
No, a lot of the medicines we give you can kind of do that. Plus, it's a big day, you know?
The moment I saw my nose, I had built this up in my head so much, guys, and that moment, it was just a flood of emotions. I was so happy to see my nose and have that cast off. I liked it better than my old nose, but I didn't like it. I knew that my nose was gonna be swollen, but it was very wide up here and very swollen everywhere else. I kept trying to remind myself that it was swollen and it wasn't the final result. And because it was so much wider than I had expected and so much more swollen than I had wanted it to be, I was so worried that I didn't get the result that the doctor and I had discussed. Which is not true. I got it. It's a process, and I just have to trust the process, and the swelling will go down. It already has so much, and it's only been 1 month. And here's an example of my process, and you can already see how much the swelling has gone down over the course of a month. So heads up, if you are getting rhinoplasty, what you see first is not gonna be what your actual result is, which is weird to accept. The hardest thing about this recovery was changing my lifestyle to just sitting and taking it easy, because I'm a really active person. I just want to go do stuff and work out and hang out with friends. I am 4 weeks weeks and 2 days out now, and I am just now starting to be able to do workouts with weights. I'm spreading the message. Everyone's story is different. Everyone's journey is different. Don't get too hard on yourself if you're not healing at the pace you want to be. That's all I've got for y'all today. Thank you for watching my video. If any of you guys have a question that I did not answer, or I didn't even touch a topic that you wanted me to touch on, feel free to leave a comment in the comment box below and I will be sure to get back to you. If you liked my video, press that like button and subscribe so you don't miss my next videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. That was a tongue twister.